Now to a disturbing and frightening scene that was all caught on camera here in the district.
That's right. The sounds and sights of rapid gunfire pierced the night silence Saturday on East Capitol Street. According to police, roughly 90 shots were fired. Investigators believe there were 4 different shooters with 4 different weapons, including a rifle.
This was a story first reported by the Hill Rag. Remarkably, police say no one was injured, but that's doing little to ease neighbors' fears. News source Paul Wagner joins us live tonight. Paul, you talked to some of those concerned residents today. What are you learning from them?
They're frightened, they're rattled, they're concerned, they're scared. Jim and Sean, I'm back here in Canes Way. It's an alley between East Capitol Street and A Street Southeast. We're on the east side of the hill. Let me just show you. This is just some of the damage from the gunfire into this BMW here. It was hit multiple times. The police say that there were actually 91 shots. They found shell casings from 91 shell casings, I should say, from 4 different guns, as you mentioned, 4 different shooters. But at this point, they don't know who these people were or are, and there's been no arrest. And right now, people are believing that it's just a miracle that no one was killed. The video begins with as many as 2 people walking through the alley before you hear the gunfire. Voices can be heard, and then more gunfire. Before a car speeds out of the alley and heads for the 1500 block of A Street Southeast. D.C. police say it's unclear who was targeting who, but for a few seconds, the gunfire stops and then starts again. When the gunfire finally ended, 2 more cars leave the alley. One heads for A Street, and the other speeds off towards East Capitol Street. 3 days later, the damage from the gunfire is still there for anyone to see. 2 cars hit by multiple rounds. At the charter school, adjacent to the alley, 2 windows were damaged by the gunfire, and the 1 round that incredibly did not kill or wound anyone went through the wall in the back of this house and lodged in a child's bunk bed.
Everybody is scared, especially with the heightened things we've seen with the police presence as well as the National Guard. I feel like people was feeling like a sense of things were changing. It was rougher than what it is, but it's a weird time to be experiencing all this, and I think that the neighbors are just trying to get through it together and transition.
Many people in this neighborhood heard the gunfire Saturday night, including Jody Kent, who would like to see a better plan for reducing gun violence in the city.
The tools that are being used here are not working, and that's why we continue to have incidents like we did on Saturday night, and even worse incidents, in other neighborhoods nearby. So collectively, we need to, as a community, demand tools that work.
One other note. In the video, after the gunfire is stopped and the last car speeds out of the alley, there are oddly 3 more shots. This is the charter school here in the alley that was hit by that gunfire. Again, nobody was wounded, nobody was killed in this gunfire, but it's really rattled this neighborhood. I spoke with the family in which they have the room that was hit by this gunfire, and that bullet went through a wall and lodged in the side of a child's bunk bed, and they are so upset, so frightened by what happened. They want to move, and they want to move as fast as they can. They've been living here for 15 years. That's the latest here from on Capitol Hill. Now back into you.
How frustrating when you don't feel like you can be safe in your own community. Paul, thank you.